Hi everyone, Myra Medhurst here, coming to you live inside the private Facebook group, The Golden Path Experience. I have had such a big weekend and I am ready for bed. And today we had my son's 6th birthday party, and I just wanted to share why I hired a professional magician for my son's birthday party, and why I spent over $500 for that experience to make that happen. Because I remember when I was 4, 5, 6, 7, being connected into other worlds and using my imagination and believing and seeing and being able to sense like other worlds and other realms and the possibility and the magic of flying in my dreams. The thought that you could just walk through a wall and just like dissolve through something physical, something that was solid, and like just appear on the other side. I remember dreaming about all of that, and I remember when my mom took me to my first theatre show. It was The Wizard of Oz. I was around the age that Amos is now, and I remember watching that show, and it was if I fell into another world. And I just couldn't believe that I could leave this reality and fall into the actors' world of what they were performing on stage. And I remember after that show walking home in a daze. I was changed as a child after seeing my first theatre show. I became immersed in the world and deeply, deeply enthralled. And so, as I've recently started Amos at school, I'm still uncertain whether this is a good fit or not for my son. I'm uncertain whether it's a good fit for me and our family and what we stand for and what we're here to create. And I know around this age, this is the age where children do begin to lose their imagination. It kind of, because they get to school and there's rules and there's certain ways of doing things and they're told to believe certain things, and you know, that's just your imagination. Like, you should stop that. You should pay attention to what the teacher is teaching you. And I don't know, I'm just like, as Amos's mom, it's like I want to keep that channel, I want to keep that gateway as open and as available to the best of my ability for the longest duration. If I can keep my son believing in magic, believing that his imagination is real and it is powerful, I want him to believe in other worlds and other realms and not just believe in this reality that he's told to believe in, and that this is real and this is the only way. And so I hired a magician, and there's such an incredible story to that. I'm not going to go into that here, but it was just the perfect synchronistic moment of meeting the magician and having him arrive. And he shared his show and he was amazing. He was amazing. He's performed in Sydney, Melbourne. He resides on the Sunshine Coast on a beautiful 5-acre farm, grows his own food. Funnily enough, he runs his own meditation nights in his own studio. And he had the children enthralled, all of them. And you could see the energy moving through the children's bodies. Like, they were so enthralled, they were so captivated. They could not contain their excitement and they could not sit still. They had to shake their bodies, their little bodies. They had to jump up and down and shake their arms, and they were cacking themselves laughing. And I realized how important it is to keep children in this realm of magic and imagination and that anything is possible, and that this world at the end of the day is actually the greatest illusion. And the magician even studied, he was an illusionist as well in part of his career, so he did things that blew your mind. And it was so lovely because the grandparents and the adults were there as well, and he was like, magic is for the big kids as well in the room. And so he had just so much on offer for the children, but also for the big kids in the room. And I made a little vow to myself. I made a commitment that once a year at least, I am going to show Amos and myself a magic show, because it does keep you alive. It does show you into other realms and other possibilities, that your dreams can become true, that magic does exist, and that you really do create your reality depending on what you believe. And you can believe anything. You can believe in negative things. You can believe that the world sucks, the world is against you. Or you can believe that the world is a magical place, that all your dreams are becoming true. And if they even haven't landed in your lap right now, that they are on their way. And it just takes one split moment for the reality to change, and where you are just bursting with joy and your mind is blown and you are actually in the wonder, in the complete awe, and being enthralled with life. And that's what the magician was able to show me and show everyone in the room today. So I've made a commitment to take myself and my son to a magic show at least once every year. For the rest of his life, I will take him to a magic show. I love you, and remember, follow your golden path.